This is an OURSTAR 52-inch ceiling fan. They come in 3 models: flush mount, small bar, large bar. They come in a number of colors. It is smartphone, wall, and remote control with a LED window. We're going to set up, install, and show you what the ceiling fan is about. Summertime ceiling fans, they blow down air, and wintertime they blow up air. This is an OURSTAR 52-inch Part A or Part B. A is flush to the ceiling, B has an extended pole. It is a 2-in-1 ceiling fan. It is a grain on top or solid on bottom. Choose the color and make some models you are after. What we're going to be doing is opening up the box and showing you what the 6-speed DC quiet motor, smartphone application, and remote control driven by a wall switch, what the ceiling fans are about. We have to have a minimum clearance of 7 feet. A ceiling fan bar, a light box, and AC. Opening up the packaging and showing you how nicely it's presented inside the box. Parts laid out on the table. We have the 6 blades. We have black and gray finish. We have the 6 arms. They have a smooth finish and the backing. We have the light system, 3 kelvins, 3, 4, 6,000 Kelvin. We have the cosmetic covers, a short and a long gimbal, the quiet DC motor in black with the hanging bracket and insulation, the transmitter and receiver, the hardware and battery, a wobble kit, bolts and anchors, screws with red washers, 1 spare, wire nuts and anchors and screws. With the gimbal box, start to lock down. When secured down and locked into place, decide if you want to use the short bar or the long bar. In the next step, decide if you want the gray or the black. Facing down the black and the bracket, simply place on and match up all the holes. With the washer and black bolt and a screwdriver, optional, start to screw down. A close-up shot of placing in the bolt. We're going to repeat this 5 more times. All 6 are completed. We need to remove and place on. Take off the spacers that are holding for protection and put to the side. And take out the remaining screws. These plastic pieces can be discarded. The screws save. This is facing to the floor. This is facing to the floor, showing in the opposite direction how we're going to install. You're going to match up the 2 widest holes. Place in a bolt, a second bolt. Take the screwdriver and start to match up 2 of the outer holes. And lock down gently. Each of the spaced areas with the T's. The blades go in between. Grab the next set of blades and repeat till all 6 blades are on. Once all 6 blades are on, then you're able to tighten down securely all 18 bolts. The next step is to remove the 3 bolts on the light fixture head. On the module male connector, there is a notch that goes upward. Slide over Adjust on carefully by pressing in and gently locking into place. Align the 3 holes and lock down. Repeat for the other 2. With the fan, lift away and rotate around and lay on the table, LED side down. On the fan, we have Cutlet bolts and pins that we're going to remove and wire wraps to take off. If using the short pole or long pole, we need to put on cosmetic covers first and then place up. We're going to change over to the long pole. Remove the bolts and the grounding screw bolt. When sliding down the gimbal head, there is a bar that I'm holding on to slide out. There are a screw hole and the 2 holes. With the gimbal off and the wiring, slip through, making sure that the small holes on top slide through both cables. With the 2 bolts, make sure they're loose. Grab the cables and start to loosen up. And slide the bars down securely. With the screwdriver, center and take the pin and slip through. With the pin, lock into place and re-secure down. With the top cover, with the ring, slide on and hold on both sides and gently slide down the cover. With the cosmetic cover for the top, opposite way, slide on. With the gimbal through both leads, slide on and over. With the pin placed back in the hole for the ground, lift up and lock in the safety tab, the bolt on the opposite side. With the ground bolt locking in through the bar. Please pay attention to the module plugs. These 2 are matched, and these 2 are matched to lock into place your neutral and your load, which is black. The fan, lift and place onto the gimbal's head. Grab and rotate till it locks into place. It is snapped down. Slipping the module through the top. It slides through. We connect the correct color leads. White on the outside, red on the inside, and snap in. On the opposite end, we find the opposite plug. We hook up our loads and neutral by removing the protective plastic covering of insulation and lock down. Sloped sailing, angle sailings, we're able to hook this sailing fan up. Flush mount to extensions. Simply make sure the leads are clear and lock in. You have a cover that got 3 notches that simply lift up and rotate on to lock into place. And lastly, place in your batteries. The cradle could be hung up anywhere, near a light switch, a wall, wherever you need. If you have an A-frame, the fan is adjustable for angle. As we turn the switch on for the first time, we have a fan light. This is the LED lit up. The sailing fan LED is in the off. Pressing the button once turns it on. We have the center button in the up position and then the off position, which goes into a low light and then a bright light. As we increase it by pressing, you can see it changing the kelvins. Showing you the remote control, this will turn the fan on. Speed number 3, this will increase 4, 5, 6, and decrease down. The fan is in winter mode, counterclockwise. We hit the forward, it gives a F. After so many seconds, it goes off, but the fan will stop and reverse speed. As the fan reverses speed, it goes into speed number 3. And we have here is a breathing mode with 3 dashes. And that will go in random speeds. And that is the remote control. You have a timer, your lighting, and your fan. With the smartphone application loaded, the fan must be shut down and set up within X amount of seconds with a smartphone. As we open up the application and we want to delete off the big badge, long press and hit the X and confirm. If we have the light in the on position, it should remember where it left off and spin. We have the LED in cool and speed number 3 about. In order to set up the application, what we need to do is hit the plus button, name where we're putting the fan. I'm going to say base, B-A-S-C, and hit done. I'm going to shut down for over 5 seconds the ceiling fan. Then I'm going to hit confirm, and we are almost ready to set up. This is where you need to hit the base, the large icon, and over here you have this pair button. You have 3 seconds to pair your fan. Hit the on, hit the pair, and allow the fan to pair with a blinking light on and off for a few seconds. Now we're able to take the bar and bring it all the way down, and the fan will start to spin. You could look for the off button. There's the off right here. It's in the off. We're able to control the lights in different colors, W, yellow, A. And we move along, we have a night light. And if this fan had RGB, you have RGB and the colors. You have a forward, a reverse, and a north. You have a breeze, so we could turn on the breeze. The fan cannot be controlled when off. So you need to turn the fan on by hitting the on button of here, bring it up to number 1, and then hit the breeze and the fan will work. We have the on and off down here as well. We have a timer that we could put it on from 1, 2, all the way up to 8 hours. And those are the features and functions of the application. For dining rooms, living rooms, master rooms, small rooms, large rooms, tall rooms, your OURSTAR 52-inch ceiling fan, smartphone application driven, remote control, wall switch, your LED of 3 different kelvins and 6 different speeds with reverse and random breathing. Enjoy your product if this is right for you.